What's going on, guys? I want to go over the strategy for today. Today is the 9th, and we're going to talk about the setup. So, morning kind of started off a little bit choppy, right? If you kind of look on the right side of my screen, this is a 2-minute time frame. We pushed up a little higher, we pushed down, we pushed up, and then we finally broke down. What I was using as confluence was the 15-minute time frame. So I'll zoom in just a tad here. Clearly, we had these highs sitting at around 290. We also have the 200 SMA, the daily, sitting up here at around 304. So I understood that to the top side, this probably wasn't a range that I was going to want to be trading in. If anything, I would like to see maybe a breakout, back test, and then a go. Okay, so something like that would have gave me some confidence to kind of take that trade to the long side. So what I was looking for here is once the market started to really chop around here for the first, 30 minutes or so, I started to turn my attention to the 30-minute opening range. And if you look at the first initial 15-minute candle, the second 15-minute candle, we had a very clear high and low. Okay, so here's our high, here's our low. Everything else in between, you could basically say is a no trade zone. Okay, so in today's mentorship call in Evolution Traders, I was kind of trying to explain there was an initial short or initial long scalp that I took, that we took for about 20-25 points, which was really, really good off the open. But then after that, we wanted to be patient, right? So we needed to see the highs get broken, back tested, and hold, or we needed to see something else, right? And what was that something else? That something else was either getting a breakout over the initial 30-minute opening range or getting the breakdown. Plain and simple. There was no other trades on the table. Sure, could you have scalped here, here, and scalped back down, down, down? Sure. But I mean, at that point, you might as well have a crystal ball knowing that we were going to continue to bounce higher, knowing we're going to continue to bounce lower. When I was really analyzing this price action and I was kind of looking at it, right? If you look at the breakdown that was here at, let me get the exact time for you, at 7:18, you're talking about over 45 minutes where essentially you were going to have to force yourself to be patient, okay? Because if you did not stress patience, it was going to become very easy to want to take every bounce. It was going to become very easy to want to take every short. So the notes that I left inside of Evolution Traders, inside of that call this morning was, if we break the 30-minute opening range high, I will be long. Okay, I will be long. I'll be using some type of confluence off of a smaller time frame to use maybe a closure under the 20 SMA as a stop, maybe the closure under a previous 15-minute low candle as a stop, and the same thing for the position to the downside. Now, the short position to the downside is what I took, and it absolutely worked. And I didn't even catch 25% of the move. If you look at the 30-minute opening range low, sitting at 20,204, within a matter of 2, 4, 6, 8 minutes, let's just call it within a matter of 10 minutes, this washed out almost 80 points. Okay, almost 80 points. I took it as a scalp, and I took it on a little bit more aggressive size, and I got about 15 points. Now you may be thinking, wow, if this thing washed out 80 points, 100 points, don't you feel like you missed out on the move? Not necessarily. Copy trading 3 accounts, copy trading 2 mini contracts across all accounts, 15 points. Okay, so when you think about it, for every 5 points on one mini contract is $100. This was a $300 trade across 3 accounts. It's a $900 day on a funded account. For me, that's perfect. I don't need to do too much. I don't need to stress. I don't really need to take another trade, especially with it being Friday. The last thing that I want to do is continue to chase price action, continue to hunt and seek other trade opportunities, because we understand this is a game of probabilities. If I was to take a losing trade and give back that initial 300, I potentially could run the risk of going on emotional tilt, giving everything back, and then taking myself down the deep, dark rabbit hole of just blowing an account potentially on tilt. I mean, a lot of us have done it before where you make a little bit of money, maybe you got out of a move too early, and then you try to circle back and take the reversal. Or you try to circle back and take the same trade that you were already in, and you end up not having a good time, right? right? So today's strategy was very, very simple. What I was looking for off the open, we came into today with a bullish bias. I was looking for a back test of the 20 SMA, which this was the trade that we took. It was a very beautiful back test. So congratulations to Viv. He was in the mentorship call. They were in the mentorship call, and we actually caught this move here. This back test into this rising 20 SMA, followed by a reclaim of the 20 SMA, getting long here and riding this into high of day. Okay, so riding this into our London highs, riding this into our initial opening spike was a good long position. It was a good scalp for 20-25 points. It went a lot more than that, but that was more than enough to kind of lock in an easy 20-25 points. From there was no other opportunity for me to go long until we took out London highs, until we took out the daily 200. Until those two things were done, I cannot get back long. I've got to wait for something else to happen. Other than that, this initial 30-minute opening range was absolutely beautiful. Okay, absolutely beautiful. The target for me always was the London low. Okay, was this wick here, just due to the fact that the last thing that I want to do is be sitting and hoping and thinking that this is going to continue to push, which it did, but have it wick just below and then spike back up, right? I don't want to give away any profits. If I'm already in a profitable move, I want to take my cash. And again, this is more than enough money to make for yourself anyways. From 20,200 all the way down to 20,140 is over 60 points just in this little tiny range here. So that was a strategy. That was the setup. That was what I took today. Again, hope you guys all had a fantastic trading day, had a fantastic trading week. Enjoy Mother's Day, guys. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there who are female traders. We will see all of you guys next week. If you guys are looking for Apex evaluations, right now we're running 80% off at Apex. You can use code DAnthony, and also daytraders.com is 90% off, guys. You can use code DAnthony there as well. If you have any interest in joining Evolution Traders, maybe you're just wanting to join the community, get access to the course, that is less than $1 a day. Maybe you want a little bit extra and you want to get involved in our 30-day mentorship. Right now we're running about 12 students in that 13 students in that 30-day mentorship. You can also find that down in the description box below. I will see all of you guys on the next one. Take care.